University of Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he did have a conversation with his star wide receiver. He understands all of the sacrifices he made to come back to school and give it all for this team this year. There is a lot of Heisman talk, but he said the only talk you need to worry about is between you, your quarterback, and your teammates. Focus on doing your job, and the Heisman and all that attention might come down the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Missouri's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Defense right there. Stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throwing, Mensah. Escapes the pressure going right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. On the move at the 30. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and 6 yards to go. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. And you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
Oh, he's got a chance. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go play action with Simmons. Caught behind the line. It's Hardy. He is stopped. behind the line of scrimmage, they'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Give to the left, it's Hardy. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. The quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Right back to him on the ground. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. On the run, it's Pringle. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being turning it on. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Pringle. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Mensah makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Canes will go for it on 4th down. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Canes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Simmons to throw. The short hands, it's Hardy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
On third down, here's Hardy. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Simmons. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He might want another play. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll try to do it himself. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Now improvising. He'll blow it. It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of it. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Horned Frogs who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Hauls it in. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Quarterback making checks. They'll give it to Hardy. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing Simmons. Got the big tight end on the corner route. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here's Hardy. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Love the decision to go for it here. You're playing at home. It's early in the game. You're sending a clear message to your guys offensively that we're going to go get this thing cranked up and started right.
And this crowd loves it. They want to go for it on 4th down. They want points. They want action. They want some momentum for us on this football field.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Opposite.
Try to barge their way in. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Plows through the defense. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Pringle. He stopped short of the 1st down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. The run inside. It's Pringle. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Hurricanes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Maybe headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Powers forward. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The corners are walked up tight. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Hands it off on the counter. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.